Game centers, I mean, yeah, good for any. To the BESTIA Theater, the only BESTIA Theater I know of, and that film made quite the impression. Of course, the man himself, Al Pacino. One of my favorite films here with Tony Leung, favorite actor of all time. BESTIA Theater out here in Grand Cinema Sunshine. And in the display they have guns. Example. When I remember the other example, you're either too busy living or this line's ever created, probably in the history of... Whew. Officially, rainy season is over in Tokyo just a few days ago. But here we are, end of June, and gonna check out a double bill actually, and back here in Ikebukuro, Grand Cinema Sunshine. See, today we have the 4K restoration of classic film, one of my favorites of all time, SHAWSHANK Redemption, and one of the best theater types in this modern day, the BESTIA. Wow, just the picture quality and the sound quality in BESTIA is phenomenal. And so let's see, the film will start in about 20 minutes or so. So just making my way to the theater. Here we are at the entrance. Ta-da! Okay. Back in Grand Cinema Sunshine. Okay. Yeah, probably my second favorite theater complex in all of Tokyo. Really, really close second to the Toho Midtown Hibiya cinemas. Ikebukuro tends to be a bit more of a youthful crowd. So yeah, a lot of fun energy. Once in a while, a little bit obnoxious or loud, but hey, weren't we all at that age? Okay, game centers, I mean, yeah, good for any age. A lot of fun. But yeah, here we are, Grand Cinema Sunshine in Ikebukuro, one of the big 5 stations in Tokyo. Okay, let's make our way up to the BESTIA floor. Pardon me there. To the BESTIA Theater, the only BESTIA Theater I know of in Tokyo. And we're going to check out SHAWSHANK Redemption. Oh my goodness, better take out the handkerchief for the beautiful story that it is. Yeah, this is quite a theater. There you go. Signed by the man himself, Mr. Tom Cruise. Top Gun. See that later in the day. Let's check out the Thor Love and Thunder promo that they got. Here it is. To be quite honest, I really don't know how this film's going to turn out. Let's see. Ta-da! Odin's son. Okay, see if we can get that in focus. There we go. Yes, just opening up next week. The mighty Thor. See, we got a nice angle there. Yeah, one of my favorite characters of all time, Marvel Comics. The Walt Simonson run, especially when he introduced Beta Ray Bill. Great adventures there. But we are not here today for Mighty Thor. That'll be next week. Today I'm going to start off with SHAWSHANK Redemption. Alright, they made the announcement for movie about to begin. So here are the Bestias on the 6th floor of Grand Cinema Sunshine. Let's take a look at the map here. We got on the 12th floor the IMAX. 8th floor Bestia. Wait a second. Okay. So actually, the 8th floor. Alright, let's make our way. Okay. Some classic cinema. Neely, Chaplin. What else we got here? Phantomas. Whoa, look at that. Metropolis. Classic. Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie. Al Jolson, jazz singer. Buster Keaton. Charlie Chaplin. King Kong. Great here. Great Dictator by Charlie Chaplin. Wow, check out the theater is all decked out. I mean, the cafe that is all decked out for Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, but let's make our way to the 8th floor, theater number 6. Oh, let me just show you the sign there. There's SHAWSHANK Redemption and katakana. Theater 6, floor 8. Let's go. Okay, let's see. But of course I went the wrong way. Here we go. Okay, so this is how we make the entrance with our ticket. It's got a QR code in the corner here. So let's check this out. Konnichiwa. Okay, here we go. Wizard of Oz, Stagecoach, Gaslight. Oh my god, that's like the... I know that's all, but It's a Wonderful Life. One of my favorite films of all time, Bicycle Thief. Singing in the Rain. There we go. Tokyo Story. Ozu. Roman Holiday. Favorite. He's from 20,000 Fathoms. Rear Window. Grace Kelly. James Dean. Epitome of Cool. Love is Many Splendid. Marilyn Monroe. One of a Kind. War and Peace. There we go. Hitchcock. My ultimate favorite film of all time. Cinema Paradiso. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? But this isn't our floor. Let's continue. Okay, 8th floor, Shawshank Redemption. I first saw that film when I was in Nagasaki, actually. Wow, way back when, 1998, was it? Yeah, that film made quite the impression on me. Going through relatively, rocky times. Bruce. Need to say more. Okay, here we go. Speaking of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Jaws. Star Wars. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Alien. One of the greatest films. Horror films all the time. Shining. Raging Bull. Blues Brothers. Harrison Ford. There we go. Indy. Blade Runner. E.T. And of course the man himself, Al Pacino, Scarface. 8th floor, yeah, here we are. There's Rashomon. One of my favorite films here with Tony Leung, favorite actor of all time. Lost Caution, directed by Ang Lee. Goodfellas, I love it. Okay, here we go. Let's make our way to the Bestia for Shawshank Redemption. Look at that, there we go. Here's the poster for the film. 4K restoration. One of the greatest films of all time, Shawshank Redemption. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's get our seat. Here's the map of the Bestia. Theater number 6, Venetian Alley, the concept. The Bestia. There are the dimensions. Dolby Atmos, Christie Vive Audio. Yeah, one of the best sound systems I've ever heard in a movie theater. Okay, let's take our seat. D10. Okay, right here near the front actually, there we go. Here's D and D10, there we go. Alright, take a seat. And we made it. Alright, here we go. SHAWSHANK Redemption. 4K restoration in the Bestia. Okay, check that out. That's a really nice theater looking theater, isn't it? Whew. Just finished watching SHAWSHANK Redemption. BESTIA Theater out here in Grand Cinema Sunshine. Wow, what an incredible restoration, 4K. And the sound in the system is just fantastic. So, you know, you hear that soundtrack playing at the end of the film. It just really sweeps you away. God, I lived with this movie for a long time. My goodness. And to finally get to see it in the in big screen. Let's see that poster again. Oh, they just changed the poster. Yeah, to finally see that film, the big screen, and the technology that's available today compared to when it was first released. Wow, that is something else. I mean, how that film didn't win the Academy Award for Best Film of the Year, it's beyond me. But wow, SHAWSHANK Redemption, 4K restoration, BESTIA Theater. I think that's one of the best, greatest cinematic experience I've ever had. What a film. Some great film posters here out in display. Grand Cinema Sunshine, this is 8th floor for the BESTIA Theater. Wow, what a great facility. I mean, that sound system, and 4K restoration, and the colors. Oh man, those dark scenes came out like chiaroscuro painting. But yeah, what a fantastic cinematic experience SHAWSHANK Redemption 4K restoration was. As far as writing goes, I think one thing I was kind of paying attention to was the how things turned up, or things were shown twice. Like, for example, there was a picture in the warden's office that said, Bible quote, "His judgment cometh," something or other. But you see it a few times throughout the film, but they really zero in on it twice. And the importance of it, understated. You got to see the film. The difference between how they showed it at the beginning, and then how they finally showed it at the film's conclusion. I mean, there's a lot of that. There was a lot of that type of thing throughout the film. What else? There was the gun. I mean, 2 times when we actually see a gun close up to take different tones. Was it first time? Ooh, sorry, trying to remember here. But last time when Red looks in the pawn shop, and in the display they have guns as well as a compass, but you're left thinking that he might be going for the gun. Just another example. When I remember the other example, but of how they would show key details twice, but the meaning behind the details would change. I think that's one of the things as far as writing goes that keep in mind. Because I guess when we're writing a story, what we're writing is changes. How characters change, how meaning changes, how relationship changes. But yeah. Let's see. I'm getting ready to see. Was it Top Gun again? So just waiting for the announcement for them to accept entry into the theater. Looks like it'll be at 10 after 3. So yeah, here it is. Grand Cinema Sunshine. Just finished watching SHAWSHANK Redemption. And now just waiting to check out Top Gun one more time in an IMAX theater. But different seats. You gotta check out these seats. So talk to you soon. Next big film release that is Thor: Love and Thunder. That's next week from the time of this filming. I just finished watching SHAWSHANK Redemption 4K restoration in the BESTIA Theater. I think one of the best theater types available out there. I mean, the color and the picture, the sound, just wow. Really, really phenomenal stuff. And with a film like SHAWSHANK Redemption, oh my goodness, it can, wow, it just swept away. One thing about SHAWSHANK Redemption that I think is an example of just how powerful lines are. Some of the lines are in the film. I mean, I've watched that for over 20 years when I was a much younger man. And in that time, there's so many quotable lines in that movie. You know, too busy living, you're either too busy living or too busy dying. One of the greatest lines ever created, probably in the history of the written word. Andy Dufresne went through a mile of shit to come out clean on the other side. Oh my goodness. So many great quotes, and they've lasted so many years. And yeah, currently looking at the Marvel films. I mean, really, is there anything really worth quoting from the Marvel films? I mean, I don't really mean to kind of crap on it as much as I do, but I mean, it's about writing and doing good writing. So I think when you're talking about good writing, SHAWSHANK Redemption, you gotta check that out and tell me. So let's see, I think they're calling in ticket holders for Top Gun. So let's go check it out.